MedSync alone won't really save a pharmacy. And in fact, I've learned that MedSync alone can actually destroy a pharmacy.
Interesting.
How do you mean? Can you say more there?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So if you don't have visibility into your DIR fees or the calculations, if you haven't hired Ben to put them in, MedSync doesn't, just because MedSync will grow your volume probably 20%. But if you don't have visibility into your DIR fees, sometimes people will fill like dexlansoprazole or lidocaine patches thinking, hey, I just made $200. But if they saw what their DIR fee was, they lost $400. And then they put that on auto refill thinking, hey, I'm making, $4,800 this year. And meanwhile, they're losing $9,600.
Got it. And he's referring to, for people listening, Benjamin Jolly and DIR fees. So.
Benjamin.
Yep.
Yes.
Shout out to Benjamin.
He texted me yesterday.
Okay. So you said you obviously believe. Go ahead. Believe in MedSync. Super expert in it, like I would say, implementing that in Pioneer as well. So what are the other downstream impacts that when you go in and go, hey, look, you really should do this. It comes with caution because you could just be refilling something that's really detrimental to your business over and over again. What are the other downstream advantages that you're trying to make sure everyone's understanding when you're walking in and doing this?
So the first thing is, getting visibility and cleaning up your own like basic operations. As a pharmacy, we are in the game of dispensing medicine. So prescription comes in and prescription goes out. All the clinical and other things are nice to haves, but at the end of the day, we have to dispense medicine to get to the other nice to haves. So we have to do the dispensing well. And what I mean by that is your workflow, does it work for your pharmacy? When I walked into this one client that I'm at now, I could feel the stress level was always at an 8 because everybody was on top of each other. All the workstations were too close to each other. They didn't have visibility into the patients walking in the door. They didn't have visibility into the net profit on the labels. So anytime I needed to go and interact with anybody, I was in everyone's way all at the same time. They were always all in each other's way. So once we cleared that up, we took the stress down to, a constant 2. And that allows them to focus on all of the other tasks that are involved. So, getting your workflow in check first and starting to build MedSync. And now thanks to the combo shop with long-term care, that is pretty much a must-have in my opinion. It has done wonders for all the clients that we've had using it. And on top of that, then, the next step further, which is something that I kind of learned at PDS, but there was something missing to it. But around the, I don't know if you remember the smart dispense system it was kind of what got them a lot of popularity at one time, but there was some gray area stuff that's not the strategy that I would say is a long-term
where there was some clawbacks.
win.
Yeah, you're talking about the
single source generics and things like that.
Trying to switch different meds.
Correct. Yeah. But there is, value to that if you're people talk about constantly how they want to prescribe and they want to be at the top of their license. And yet as a non-pharmacist, now that I've gotten more involved in this, I go through people's data and I'm like, well, why do you have 47 patients getting simvastatin? That drug's terrible. You pay nothing for it. You get paid nothing for it. And, we could add value by increasing, a simple drug that you're being recorded or, measured on how well you perform in this area.
Right.
So why not focus on getting your patients the best quality drugs or care on those specific categories and actually becoming an expert in that, in those niches?
Interesting. It should be noted that a stress level of 8 in Miami is like a 12 somewhere else because you're really messing up the Miami vibe.
For real. We've seen it too, though. You go walk into someone doing MedSync, someone's pharmacy, and they have strong MedSync program and good adoption of it. It is completely night and day, stress levels, smiley faces. nobody's running around at a 10. You're right. It's such a different environment than the very reactive kind of model that you've seen some in the past. Totally agree with you.